Hey guys, it's Monday, so the start of a new reading vlog. I just finished filming, which is why I'm standing here right now. So I just filmed 2 videos, so those are all done and I will be editing them tonight. I also plan on hopefully getting a lot more read of Daughter of the Pirate King, which I don't have here. It's in my room, in the other room. But I'm hoping to read at least a lot of it tonight, if not to finish it. Although I think I've got around 200 pages left, so maybe finishing it tonight isn't achievable, we'll see. I don't have anything else to do except edit, so maybe we'll see how that goes. But haven't done much today. It is really hot again here in Australia. I have the air conditioning on because it's so hot. I've barely been outside because I'm very fair. I burn very easy. So I haven't been outside today yet. But reading is all I really have planned, and editing. So I will catch you guys up tonight with how everything went. Hi guys, it's Wednesday night and I have been bad again with filming and updating you guys. Unfortunately. But I wanted to update you on what I have read. So on Tuesday and today I finally finished Daughter of the Pirate King by Tricia Levenseller. I loved this book. It was so good. I did give it 4 stars though. It wasn't as good as I maybe expected. This was on actually one of my 5-star predictions. I don't think it was on my latest one. I think it was on one from a couple of years ago and I hadn't gotten around to reading it. But it didn't do enough for me to get 5 stars, but it was quite close. I feel like it'd be a 4.5 star read. But it was still really good. And I'm really hoping to actually read the Daughter of the Siren Queen, the second book in this duology, next month, if I can fit it onto my TBR, because I would love to be able to finish off this duology before the end of the year and before I forget everything about this book. So when I went into this book, I kind of had forgotten what the exact synopsis was for it, so I'll give you a better one than what I did in my TBR. So this book follows Alosa, who is the daughter of the Pirate King. And at the beginning of the book, she intentionally gets captured by these other pirates who have something that her father is looking for. So she makes this plan to get captured in order to search the ship. And it just goes from there. And there is a really good romance in this book as well. There's a lot of banter, it is really witty, it is really funny. It had me laughing out loud a lot of times and just, it was great. It just made me happy to read this book. So I would recommend this. It was really quick as well. Even though it took me a little while to read it, that's because I didn't put the time in. But once I actually started, I couldn't put it down. It was so good. So yeah, if you like fantasy or books about pirates, I would recommend this one. So with choosing my next book, it was a little hard to pick which one I wanted to read next from my TBR, but I finally decided on Wicked Fox by Kat Cho. And that's because I've been putting this book off for a very long time and I really wanted to get back into it. And finishing off these 2 books would mean that I then finish books that I had previously started. Another book for that will be Nevernight as well, which I am planning on getting to soon. But this book, again, I'm going to give a terrible synopsis until I have read it, which I find I often do because I go into books kind of not remembering what they're about, and I gave terrible synopsises until I've read it and then I can actually know what the hell it's about. I can give a better one. But from what I remember of the first, I think it was 10 chapters that I've listened to on audiobook, this book follows a kitsune, or Ninetales, I think that's what it is. And she looks like a human girl, but she's also this mythical creature who has to devour the souls of humans in order to survive. And so it kind of follows her story, and then she crosses paths with this boy who was being, I think he was being like chased by somebody, and then she stops that guy, and then that's how their paths cross and he knows what she is, kind of thing. But apart from that, I really don't know, and I don't like to read synopses too much. I like to go into them kind of not knowing what they're about. I usually go on recommendations from other people instead of synopses. But anyway, I'll give a better one when I finish this, which will probably be a couple of days. We'll see how long this one takes me to get to. But that's all for tonight. It is quite late, so I don't think I'll actually start this one tonight. I'll probably start it tomorrow. But I will update you tomorrow. I will try and actually do some better updates tomorrow, but we'll see. This week I don't have a lot going on, so last week I went to a couple of plant nurseries and did a lot of stuff. It's actually been pouring down with rain all day today, so no outdoor time for me to go and read my book in the sun, which was unfortunate. But I think the weekend is meant to be nice, so maybe I'll put in some footage from then if I go somewhere. But that is all for tonight, so I will see you guys in the morning. Hello, it is Thursday night. I have a reading update for you, and as you can hear, my cat is here next to me. She might, or at least her tail might come into the video. See, there you go. But anyway, reading update. So today I didn't read a lot of my book, but I did read a lot of comics today, and that is because I'm going to the library tomorrow to pick up some books that I had on hold, and I'm taking some of these back with me because I have a lot of books out at the moment. So I read, let's remember what they are. So it's Lumberjanes, volumes 6 to 9. So 6, 7, 8, 9. And I gave them all 3 stars. So they're definitely not my favourite graphic novel series that I've ever read. But they're okay, they're cute. Some are better than others, some are okay. But yeah, they're all 3 stars, just okay. They're probably for a younger audience than myself, I'd probably say. Like for kids, they would probably love these, but for me, they're just alright. And for Wicked Fox, I haven't read very much of it. I read a couple chapters earlier today, but then, and I was actually really enjoying it, just as I thought I would because I have read those chapters before. But I also went to the cinema today, so it was the first day that cinemas are back open in Victoria in Australia, which is great because I used to work in a cinema. I worked in a cinema for 6 years, and I absolutely loved it. And I have really missed going to the cinema, just because it used to be something I used to do all the time. I was constantly in there either working, or I used to get free tickets, so I used to watch everything that came out, which was really fun. I used to love it so much. And cinemas have been closed since February here, so I haven't been able to watch anything. So we went and watched Tenet, me and my parents, and it was great. I absolutely loved it. But I love Christopher Nolan's films as it is, because I think that he writes incredible scripts and he is an excellent director. So I always love his films, and this one was just excellent. It was super trippy, it was so complex, and I love that in movies, like having a really complex world or scientific system. And if you don't know, in Tenet there's this thing where certain people or elements can be made to go backwards in time as opposed to forwards through time, and it's great. I loved it. My parents were a bit confused by it, and it can be a little confusing, but you've just kind of got to go with it in the beginning at least, because when you get to these types of movies where they're really complex, you kind of just have no idea what the hell is happening in the beginning. And then as you go along, you kind of see bits and pieces coming together, and by the end you kind of know what the hell is happening. But it was great. I loved it. I have to actually watch it again because I love rewatching movies. But anyway, I was excited about that. It was great. We still have to wear masks in the cinema, except when we're eating or drinking. But that doesn't bother me at all. I just loved it, so I was very happy. But that is why I haven't done a lot of reading, because that movie was almost 3 hours long and we went to it this evening. But yeah, here we are with some reading done. It is quite a lot of reading, but it's comics, so comics are really quick to get through as it is. But yeah, that is all for today. I'll be picking up some new books from the library tomorrow, as I said, so I'll show you them tomorrow when I get them. They're kind of exciting, I think. But anyway, I'll show them when they come in. And hopefully I will get more reading done tomorrow. I think we are going to dinner as well tomorrow, in a pub that's close by to us. But it's a place that has been cut off from us for quite a while, because again, in Victoria, Australia, all the regional and metro areas, oh here she is, hello, the regional and metro areas of Australia, Victoria sorry, were separated, so you couldn't enter regional Victoria, and we're just on like the very edge of metro and regional, and our favourite pub is down the other side. So we haven't gone for a long time, so we are going tomorrow, and it's going to be great because they have excellent cider. So I might film tomorrow and show you a bit of it, maybe. I'll have to see, but I will see you guys tomorrow with some updates. Hey guys, it is Saturday. I didn't film anything yesterday, but that's because I really didn't do much yesterday. Except I did start a new book. I started an audiobook just because I wanted something to listen to before I go to bed, which is what I always used to do. So I started Courting Darkness by Robin Lefevers. I loved the His Fair Assassins trilogy by Robin Lefevers. It was excellent. I listened to all the audiobooks for that as well. And this is a spin-off series that comes after that series, and it has the same voice actors for the characters. And so far I am loving it. I'm on chapter 9 so far. I don't know how many pages that is, I'll figure that out at some point. But it's really good, as I knew it would be because I love this series so much. So I'm outside, as you can see. It is a lovely day, the first nice day we've had in a while. So I am sitting in the sun and I am going to listen to more of the audiobook and just enjoy being outdoors for once. So I will catch up with you guys probably later on and see how far I've got into it. But yesterday as well we were meant to go for dinner. That didn't end up happening because all the restaurants are booked out because they're only allowed a certain amount of people inside at a time, which is annoying, but that's how Victoria is at the moment, so oh well. But that's all for now. I will catch up with you later. Hey guys, so it's Saturday night. I realised before that I hadn't actually shown you the books that I got on Friday from the library because I didn't film on Friday. So I thought I would show them to you now. So one of them I'm really excited for, the other one I've just been waiting for a long time and kind of felt like reading in October because I was looking for more thrillers, and then it didn't come in October, it came in now. So that one is The Girl in 6E by A.R. Torrey. This is a book that I've heard a lot about, and apparently it's pretty good. It's meant to be really mysterious, really messed up, so I'm looking forward to it. But our main character seems to be a serial killer. and so, or at least that she has a compulsion to want to kill people, and so she basically secludes herself in her apartment, and has everything delivered, never leaves, because of these feelings that she has. And then I think a young girl gets murdered and she goes to find out what happened to her. So I'm looking forward to it. I don't know when I'll get to it, probably the end of the month or beginning of December. But before it has to go back, obviously. The other one that I got was Legendborn by Tracy Denon. Denon? I don't know how you say her last name. But this one is a new release this year. I'm pretty sure it's in the Goodreads Choice Awards for Young Adult Fantasy, I think. But everyone seems to be loving this book. It is a fantasy novel. I actually don't remember what it's about right now because synopsises just fly out of my head. I can never remember them. But everyone seems to be liking this book. I haven't read a whole ton of 2020 new releases. I think this is her debut as well. So I do really want to read it before the end of the year. So this will probably be end of November if I can fit it in, if I finish my other TBR books. But yeah, I was actually really surprised that my library had this book, but that is exciting. I might buy a copy as well. I usually, if I really do enjoy the book, I buy a copy as well after reading it from the library. But we'll see how that goes. But reading wise today, so I listened to more of Courting Darkness while I was outside. I'm about 14% through, I think it says. But it's late now, so I'm about to go to bed. And I'll see what I'll read tomorrow. Probably just more of the same book, if I'm being perfectly honest. But that's all for today, so I'll see you in the morning. Hello, it is late. As you would have seen, I went out into the city today. Me and my dad drove up and went shopping, just like an early Christmas shopping kind of thing, just to get it all done and out of the way with COVID. I didn't get any books because where we went to there weren't any bookstores, but I did get some other things that I thought I would show you. These are all technically Christmas presents, but you know, it's because my grandparents live in England, so they just send over money and then we can, you know, buy things for Christmas from them. So the things that I got were, so I went to Body Shop, which is kind of like Lush that you have in America. I don't know if you have Body Shop everywhere else, but I love Body Shop. I love their stuff. So I got a pink grapefruit exfoliating gel body scrub. So it's pink grapefruit. And it smells great, and I love their stuff. And I also got this one, which is a nourishing body butter, and it's in olive. And I do have, I had this one before which I got last year, and I have almost used the entire thing because they are excellent. But I found out because my parents got me this one last year for Christmas, and I found out that one was a limited edition scent. So they don't have it anymore, so olive is the one that I have for this year, which also smells great. It's just not as strong smelling as the honey one. So those two, love them, got those. And I also got myself some rings from Pandora. I also don't know if you have Pandora elsewhere. I know it's in England, but I don't know about elsewhere. But I love Pandora. Almost all of my jewellery is Pandora. These earrings are Pandora, the ones that I usually wear. I'm not wearing any today. My necklaces and all my rings are Pandora. But I got some new ones in rose gold. So these are the ones that I got. They were already half price, and then they were buy two get the third for free. so I bought 3 of course, and I absolutely love them. I haven't had any rose gold anything ever, so I love them. I'm really looking forward to being able to wear them, but I have to wait till Christmas and then open it, you know. But that's what I got today. Apart from that, I did do some reading, kind of reading. I listened to more of my audiobook for Courting Darkness. I'm on 23% at the moment. So I think that's about 150 pages, roundabouts, of the book. And I am really enjoying it. I knew I would. I love this series. I highly recommend it. Not enough people read this series as it is. So if you do like more historical fiction, fantasy kind of novels, then I would definitely recommend picking this one up. The other thing that I did today on the way back from the city was go to the plant nursery again. So this is the same one that I went to last Sunday, and it was to get some of the same plants that we got the last time. So we got another bluegrass, so we bought 2 of them the previous time, we got another one today. And we also got this other tree, I can't remember what it's called, but it's another tree with really big pink flowers. I'll have to show it to you once it's planted. I think my dad's gonna plant it one of the days and I'll show you it then, because it'll probably be in my videos because it's outside where I usually read my book. But that was all we did there. It was just a really quick trip. We didn't really look around much because we knew what we wanted to get, except for that tree, which we didn't know. That was just incredibly cheap and really pretty, so we got it. So that is all for this vlog. So summing up the week, so I read Daughter of the Pirate King, finished that one, started Wicked Fox and then put it down straight after, and then started Courting Darkness, which I am, you know, a fifth of the way through. But overall, good reading week. I've been enjoying what I'm reading. Hopefully I'll get more done again next week. But that is all, and I will see you in the next one.